All right, we're here in the ARS garage again. We've got CJ Williams of the Gamblers Drag Racing Series, prominent at Great Lakes Dragway last year during the Nitro Streetcar Brawl. Welcome, CJ.
Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Doing great. Hey, Gamblers Drag Racing Series. I like the name. Are you guys shooting dice out here or what?
No, we're not shooting dice. We just, racing for a bunch of cash and just thought we'd play up the gambling theme, I guess.
Okay. Texas Hold'em's big. Got any cards flying around up there or anything? No. So it's all racing then. It's all racing. The gambling part is they bring their money, they throw it in the pot, and then what happens?
Pretty much race for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the classes and maybe a little bit of the, what's happened in the past couple of years with GDRA.
We started out 3 years ago with an 860 class. That was our original class. And then last year we expanded into a 780 and a 690 index class. This year we've introduced a 950 class, index class. So now we've got the 4 classes, the 690, the 780, the 860, and the 950. It's growing like crazy.
Okay. What is the main thing that keeps people coming back? Is it the money, or is it the just the competitiveness and a fair shake?
I think it's the fair shake, the competitiveness, and the money is pretty good. We're the highest paying all cash deal that we know of in most of the states for index racing.
Okay, so your entry fee is what, $200, and then
in the 6 through the 8-second class is $200. The 950 class will be $125.
Okay. And how many cars are you drawing? Are you getting a 16-car field? Are you getting a 32-car field?
The 860 class, we've had 23, 24 cars.
Okay, and that's been your big runs, and
that's been our big class.
Times $200, we're paying almost $5,000 at a local competitive Saturday night run.
Right.
That's pretty good. And we were there for the race last year at your final. You had almost $7,000 worth of cash and prizes to give away?
Actually, we had $11,800
wow.
in cash and prizes for the 860 class for 4 rounds of racing.
Okay, and this is right here in the Midwest. You did all your races last year at Great Lakes Dragway. This year you plan on still being there at Great Lakes Dragway. Are you going anyplace else?
Yeah, we'll be out at Byron. We've got 2 or 3 dates at Byron this summer, and then we've got 2 dates out at Cordova this summer.
All right. Now the 950 class. What made the 950 class part of the GDRA? Why did it happen?
We've got guys that run 8-second and 7-second cars that have got kids that are running the 950 class, and they want to race the same day Dad does, and it was one of those just natural things. They've been on us for the last year and a half to do it, and we figured, what the heck, we'll give it a try. So
it's an all-inclusive, and everybody runs, come up and do a couple of qualifiers. Are those just time passes, or are you actually qualifying for the tree?
They're qualifiers. They get 2 qualifiers, and then from there we roll into eliminations. It is an all-run field up to 32 cars.
Okay.
We'll only run up to 32 cars. We haven't had 32, so that hasn't been an issue yet. But but it is an all-run field. It's a run what you brung. There's very few rules. The only couple of rules we have is no delay boxes, no throttle stops. It's got to be a door car.
All right. Well, that sounds fantastic. We're looking forward to it again this year. You don't do this alone. Who's helping you out? I know there's some sponsor money coming in for the entry fee, because the entire entry fee for the racer goes to the purse.
Yeah, the entire buy-in from the racer goes into the purse. We pay 100% out. We make nothing. The expenses, gate fees and stuff are paid by our sponsors. We've got different range of sponsors. We've got a couple of big sponsors that really help us a lot, which is Racing Junk, ARP, Power Master. There are 3 big players.
We're happy that you stopped by to see us, and we'll see you out there at Byron and Great Lakes Dragway.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
All right. Also from the GDRA, we've got Jim Pydo. I got a chance to interview him. When did you win? September this year?
September 17th.
September 17th. And how did that help your season by getting a little cash for a win?
Oh, it helped a lot. It's helping for all the improvements over the winter to the car to try and make it a little more consistent and win a few more rounds next year.
All right, well, great. As a racer, how do what do you like most about the way the GDRA runs its program? Take me through from the time you sign up to the time you collect the cash.
The best part is all the entrance fees come back to the racers, winner, runner-up, and semifinalists, which all the racers enjoy knowing that their money's coming back to them. And another thing that a lot of the races in the area don't have is a pro ladder after qualifying. So qualifying is huge in this. If you qualify number 1, that's a heck of a start for your
Okay, and on an 860 index, what are the top qualifiers hitting?
860 with a 3, a 4, a 6.
Okay, so they got these cars dialed in, and this is no throttle stops. This is tuning your car to the way the track is that particular evening. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we all know that Great Lakes Dragway has a reputation of having the fog come in, and you know, there's air changes that cause things to go slower and faster, and so you've got, you know, it's almost a gamble to get up there and dial your car every time. Is that correct?
It is,
Yeah.
and you're doing corrections to the car each round as your weather station tells you what the corrected DA is. You've got to correct your car to it to be competitive.
Okay.
If you don't keep up with it by the final round at 10 at night, it's changed a lot since 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you did your qualifying.
So you've paid your $200 entry fee. When do you pay that?
You pay it a week in advance because the owners are also racers, so they've got to have their time to prep their car and get their car qualified. So they do everything a week in advance, and also so that they can have all the cash for the payouts.
All right, so you've got a commitment. Are you taking checks whenever they pay, or are you taking cash?
Well, they take checks
Okay.
or PayPal, and then as during the week they cash everything, so we all get paid out in cash at the end of the night.
Okay.
Your prize money.
All right, well that's as good as going to the casino.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so you've paid your entry. You come and what's at the track actually? Is there a tent? Is there a booth? Is there?
We have a gambler's trailer. We all have to sign in, and we do have a driver's meeting before the first qualifier. So all the changes or any rule updates or anything are all taken care of before anybody gets in the race car.
Okay, specific parking. Do you all park together?
Yeah, we have reserve spots at Great Lakes Dragway. We'll find out when we get to Byron and Cordova, because that'll be different this year.
Okay.
But I'm sure we'll have an area sectioned off strictly for us.
And the ladder is posted as soon as the rounds have made.
Yeah, after each qualifier, they'll post your times. After the second qualifier, the ladder's up within 15 minutes.
Okay.
So you know who you've got first round, and then they have a better ETA on when they'll be calling us to the lanes for a first
Is this all done by the racers or these volunteers? Who's helping you out there?
Well, CJ and Williams and Kevin do the most of it, but Jeff Morocco and Kevin's wife, Lori, do a lot of the running for us because Kevin and CJ race.
Okay, so you're qualifying. What happens when you qualify? Are these guys out there whipping it? I mean, they running 830s out there and then slowing the car down, or what's going on during qualifying?
Most of the cars are capable of running faster than the index due to weather changes. If it's a 90-degree day, your car's not going to run as fast. So everybody's got a little in the bank. And during qualifying, that's when you're trying to find the perfect setup for your car for that day. Okay. We've had guys qualify with an 860 with a 0. I mean, it's that tight. We've had a couple races where the first 4 cars were 860s with a different third number.
Right.
It has been that tight. And there's days where you look at it and shake your head. You have an 862 and you're qualified 6th.
Well, this might be a little tight, but then again, qualifying is not actually racing. One car can leave prior to the other car, and it doesn't matter what happens at the top end except for the number.
Exactly.
And that's what qualifying is all about.
Right, you can red light, you can sleep on the tree. That has no bearing on your qualifying run.
So you've got your qualifiers in now. Now you're going to the first round. Is there buybacks in this game?
No buybacks.
No buybacks. You run, you're done. If you lost, you're loading up on a trailer and either heading home or watching the winners with their spoils.
Most of the guys stick around most of the night to see who does win. Okay. But yeah, there is no buybacks. It's 4 rounds. When we get to over 16 cars, of course, then there's the 5th round.
Okay. And the cars themselves, no throttle stops, no electronics. Otherwise, what are you seeing out there? You're seeing big tire cars, small tire cars, full frame?
We have a combination of just about everything you could think of. I'd say the field's pretty split between tube chassis and back half cars or 3/4 cars. We do have small tire cars. There's a couple 10 wide cars that run with us too. And then you've got small blocks, big blocks, Fords, Chevys.
And then your 950 class. Now you're running 860. What do you see happening with the 950? You going to bring some of those small tire cars into this game?
Oh, there'll be a lot more small tire cars in the 950 class.
Okay.
It's a little bit lower entry fee, which will make it a lot more affordable for some of the guys, and the cars cost a little less to run. So we hope to get a whole bunch of the 950 cars.
Well, it sounds exciting. 860, we throw this number out. What kind of mile per hour is this?
I've been up to 164.
164 miles an hour. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen a car go down the track that fast, you need to be there.